How's everybody doing today? This is Bryce Holmes, national level NPC bodybuilder, sponsored athlete with HMB. We get some fans who always send us some questions for us, which you've been seeing on, they've been posted on Facebook and on our HMB page. So a couple of questions I'm going to go ahead and answer today. One of them is I've heard a lot of different theories on carb water intake the last few days before a bodybuilding competition. What advice do I have on to do this properly? Carb water intake is kind of an individual, per basis type of thing. I run protocols on how I do all these type of things with the water intake. I have my competitors take anywhere between 2 and 3 gallons of water the last at least 4 to 6 weeks before a show. I have been consuming over a gallon throughout the whole 16-week prep contest that I have them do through the process. The reason why is because the more water that you have coming in, the more water you're going to get rid of. So it's going to help keep you drier during the process. So unless you see bloated, because your body ends up producing a hormone that's going to hold on to water, the less water you take, which makes you puffier, makes you bloated looking. So the more water we have coming in, the more water is going to keep coming out. Thus, in turn, the last week before prep, which you go through the carb up phase, which again is going to be an all per individual type of basis, meaning I'm going to have this person taking as much carbs as I can as I watch them fill out. So if I have subject A taking in 1 cup of rice, and then I have subject B taking a half cup of rice, they're going to, depending on their insulin sensitivity and so on and so forth, they might come to the same point where they both look phenomenal filled out, one with less rice, one with more rice, just because the individual process is different. But with the water intake, I start reducing water on Wednesday. Thursday, by Friday at 9 o'clock, I have the water completely gone. And that's just, which means by 9 o'clock p.m., they're done drinking water. It's going to help them dry out, because what it does is when the body does not have any more water to secrete, it's going to pull it from subcutaneous underneath the skin, push it back inside the muscle cell. So I'm going to go ahead and be able to dry a person out that way. So manipulating water that way just means the more water you take in, the easier it's going to become to dry you out. Rather than thinking, some people think I'm going to cut water out on Wednesday or I'm going to cut water out on Tuesday. That's the dumbest thing you can do. You have to have plenty of water coming in. And like I say, I drink plenty of water for up until that Friday night, as I just reduce it down. So that way my body's tapering it down, but I'm going to keep secreting the same amount Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as I would last Monday or the Monday before, because it thinks I'm still taking in that first amount of water. As I said, with the carb intake, it's all manipulation of, I go by how I look, or how a person looks, or how my competitor looks. So Wednesday when I have them carb up, I'm looking at them all day long. Thursday night, Friday morning, Friday night, first, so I know what they look like, what they're going to look Saturday morning when they wake up. So that's just kind of how I work the water and carb intake for a competitor the last week. It's all just going to be a per basis of how I'm seeing things and how things are going to be when I get done with it.